Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of my Road to WrestleMania Director Commentaries. I am Justin Leeper. I was the writer, designer, director of Road to WrestleMania for SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, 2010, and 2011. Yes, sometimes I forget what numbers are. But we're here for the second part of Edge's storyline, and it features one of my favorite cutscenes and some pretty cool twists and turns. It's a good act for Road to WrestleMania, so I'm glad you're here to join me, and we'll get to that soon. I also want to say that starting March 2nd, there's a podcast interviewing me for the podcast called the Game Marks Podcast, and they talk about wrestling and wrestling games, which are all things that I like and probably things that you like. So check that out where you view podcasts or would probably view podcasts, and check that one out. It's a long, probably hour interview with me talking about stuff, this kind of stuff and other stuff. And if you like stuff and you like watching me or listening to me talk, you're going to like it. But speaking of me doing stuff, let's get to the video. Yeah. Hey guys, oh, sorry, my ringtone, I must have a voicemail message. Let's see who it is.
Hey there, playa. You think you can do me a favor? It's nothing too strenuous, promise. Would I lie? All I need is for you to pick which partners you and Mr. Kennedy will have in tonight's tag team match. That's it. Simple, right? Thanks for your help. Ciao.
See her do her little Teddy Long impression, and that little giggle, Maria can sure giggle. So who do we want our teammate to be? You badass. Yeah, Umanga. Now, who should the Kennedy team with? It seems like we only have the SmackDown roster, whatever that means. I'll pick Shad because Shad blocked me on Twitter recently after he said that a flight attendant did something racist.
Now this is different. It's Edge and a partner of his choosing against Mr. Kennedy and a partner of Edge's choosing.
Yeah, well, nothing should come as a shock anymore with Maria running in.
So as I was saying, Shad blocked me on Twitter recently. He said that he posted something about
Edge takes it to Mr. Kennedy.
And I'm sure Kennedy's looking to ruin Maria's night.
Yeah, sorry, I keep stopping for exclusive commentary. Shad had said that an American Airlines flight attendant said something racist to him and some other dudes, and I looked up the term because I wanted to know what it was. I had never heard it before, and I couldn't find it. And I kind of posted like, "Hey man, I couldn't find it. Could you educate me a little bit on it?" And I think other people chimed in like, "Oh, it's fake," and blah blah blah. So maybe he lumped me with them, and then he blocked me, which is his prerogative to do. I know pro wrestlers deal with a lot of garbage through social media, especially being friends with some of them. All right, let's get Umaga in here. But, Shad, I don't even know if he remembers, but he and I were on the same TV show at one point. But, yeah. We will not endear ourselves to everybody in this life, you know what I mean? And the big thumb. Hey, get out of the way, Edge. He just put his thumb through Edge's body before I put my thumb through Kennedy's neck.
And the count's broken.
And AI Edge did not do a very good job of
back out of the ring.
blocking me there.
We might get some order in this match.
You think Edge really has a thing for Maria?
I can't answer that. But if history's any indicator, I'd say Edge is interested as long as he has a use for her. And there it goes. The submission.
Speaking of Edge and Maria's relationship, I was informed in the comments of my last video about the Vicky Guerrero and Edge storyline which had taken place not too long before I wrote this. And to be honest, I don't recall being influenced by that when I made this storyline. And it sounds kind of weird because there were a lot of coincidences, but really it was just my thought about Edge being, Edge has had some kind of sleazy, he's a rated R superstar. Him and Lita with their live sex show live on SmackDown in a bed in the middle of the ring, and he does this stuff, and I liked Edge as a character. I liked him as a voice performer. I liked Kennedy as a character and a voice performer. And Maria also did a really good job in Road to WrestleMania in 2009. Ooh, look at this finisher. Get out of the way, Edge. Bam. Oh, man, that is some whiplash. Hopefully Edge is keeping Shad busy. Hey, ref. Nice.
They did it.
But long story short, I did not duplicate or
longer than I care to admit.
I was not heavily influenced by the Vicky Guerrero Edge storyline.
That can match the one Edge is on.
Say what you want about his methods, JR, but the guy has a formula for winning down pat.
At least not that I remember. It could have been an influence on me, but I looked it up because I got that comment, and that storyline. I think Vicky left WWE about 4 months before I would have started writing this storyline. And to be honest, I'm not a fan of heel GMs, so I probably wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to that storyline. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. As we go to...
We thank you for tuning in to another edition of SmackDown. I'm good old JR Jim Ross alongside Taz.
SmackDown is completely off the hook, JR. Ever since Maria became general manager, our ratings have been higher than ever. Wonder why.
She certainly made some interesting decisions so far, partner. I'm sure tonight will be no different.
I kind of wish we would have had her in like a suit, so she wasn't wearing some weird skull-branded bra as she's sitting. Well, not that it looks bad.
Hey, babe. I was thinking...
Were you thinking that we get out of here a little early, head back to my place, you cook me some dinner, and we watch my best of DVD?
Not exactly. Actually, I was thinking you should probably have a match tonight.
Okay, if you say so. You're the boss. It's just tough concentrating in the ring these days with my thoughts constantly being invaded by images of my little love muffin.
How about this to make it a little better? You get to pick your own opponent.
Anyone on the roster? Ah, got it. Edge versus Michelle McCool. Rolling in the ring, exchanging holds, and...
What? Seriously? You want to take out Michelle? Huh.
I was only kidding, kitten. Look, I'll go get ready, and by then I'll figure out who I want to square off with, okay? Okay.
Okay.
So there's a little trouble in paradise there. Edge's sleaziness is kind of ruining his plans for him. Now, a strange thing that I just noticed now is that he called Maria Love Muffin, which I had to have written, and nobody tell Tomoko, because I actually call her Love Muffin all the time, and I thought that I had invented that term in our relationship when apparently I had Edge calling Maria Love Muffin 10 years before. So that's kind of funny.
I'm not thrilled about having a match tonight. This whole Maria plan was to make less work for me. I should end this match as quickly as possible so I can get back to business. 3 minutes sounds good.
So now we hear Edge's internal monologue that maybe this plan isn't working. Maybe we need to come up with a new plan. All right, who are we gonna take on? It's really kind of limited that it's only SmackDown superstars. I get it, but I would love to have the entire roster to choose from. I've already done Jesse. Knox. Knox is cool.
Here we go.
He
With
might be a little
another
tough
match
to beat.
in which Edge has handpicked his opponent.
What are you gonna do? Fault the guy? He's in good with the GM. He's living it up, baby.
Good delivery by both those guys. JR sounding, unimpressed with Edge and his matchmaking. Though really, this is, as Gorilla Monsoon would say, this could be a main event at any venue in the country.
On thin ice.
Yeah, Edge has got a real good thing going right now, man. No doubt about that. He's got to be careful, though, not to get on Maria's bad side. That kick rocked him.
That was strange, but it worked. Nope,
There's
too
a
soon
pin
for
there.
that. Oh well. Okay, but let's stay on him. And why does Knox just have like basically no gear? The boringest of gear. He's not Stone Cold Steve Austin. He doesn't really have the personality to carry that generic of gear. And there was a Knox chant for like 3 chants by 3 dudes. Get him, says somebody.
And it goes running.
Alright, is this it?
And only a count of 1.
Not even a 1 count there. Alright, let's hope he gets on his stomach and then we can do our...
And he turns the tide.
This is really not going to be easy to get this 3-minute finish. Probably should try to hit the finisher there.
Good night.
Alright, here we go. What do you guys think of that finisher cam? I know trying to get stills, screenshots of finishers on 2009, it was not really possible because it had that sort of anti-aliasing effect.
Way too early to get a 3 count.
But maybe that monochrome flashbulb thing is maybe not the best
His
effect.
opponent's got him now.
I feel like a dramatic camera is really all that you need to do.
Oh, man.
Not showing signs of life.
Mike Knox in the schoolyard, huh? That elbow just leveled.
Why would Mike Knox be in the schoolyard? He'd just be hanging out there on the swings.
Edge is just so dangerous inside the ring.
I guess I wouldn't want to meet Mike Knox just
Talent is second to none.
hanging out by himself on the swings in the schoolyard. So yeah, that makes sense.
Good grief.
Shades of Razor Ramon there, Scott Hall. All right, is that it?
He could have the pin right
Hope
here.
it's it.
And Knox powers out.
All right, we gotta.
Heading to the top rope.
Oh no, he did. No. Well, so much for that. Oh, he's gonna submission me.
Look at that submission move.
All right. Now it's time to teach you guys a Japanese phrase. So you know the term in English, it is what it is.
Serious shot there.
There's a Japanese equivalent of that I much prefer. It's called shogunai. It basically means it can't be helped. So I didn't beat the 3-minute time of shogunai.
Are going to be celebrating again tonight.
If Edge gets to keep picking his opponents, he might as well get used to it.
This might do it. 1, 2.
Now still only a 2 count.
And he
Yeah.
locks eyes
Start arguing
the official.
with Frank
But the
Bowen,
referee
project
was in
manager for
position
SmackDown
to make
vs.
the
Raw.
count.
Also referee. Alright, we got a finisher here. You
And
jerk.
that one
Spear
rocked.
time. Here we go.
Spear
I like the
by
camera angle a lot. Maybe that monochrome is not the best. Alright, here we go.
This could be it.
1, 2, 3. Alright.
Well, there it is. That's the match.
There's the despicable JR line, which actually makes sense when it comes to Edge and him not approving
Edge
of this
racks
match
up,
from the beginning.
and yet another victory. The rated R superstar is straight up legit.
I just wonder what's going to happen when he has to face an opponent who he wasn't allowed to choose.
Edge has paid his dues here for sure. So there's no doubt that he's living a little bit easy here. But you know what? I feel he deserves it.
Wow. Talk about going off script there for Taz, which is fine. I mean, I want those guys to say things that feel more natural to them, but I just wish we would have had the maybe forethought to adjust the captions not just based on what the script said, but what the actual lines were. And yes, I failed in that quest. And it's funny that the under 3 minutes text looks like a heart. But I would have unlocked an alternate attire for Edge.
Thank you for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's SmackDown promises to be unforgettable.
No doubt, JR. The rated R superstar Edge and Mr. Money in the Bank, Mr. Kennedy, are going to lock up
Two
here
misters.
one-on-one in action.
We've been waiting for weeks to see this. I can't wait.
And I was going to say something. I got caught up in that storyline there. Oh, more phone calling. Who dat?
Hey, Edgester. Well, I wanted to congratulate you for growing a pair and coming to grips with the fact that you can't run from me forever. I've been looking forward to this for a long, long time. So tonight, when I might check you clear through the ring, you'll wish that you kept running.
So this line has an interesting story behind it. Kennedy tells Edge to grow a pair, right? Or you've finally grown a pair. Now, everything that I write in these scripts has to be translated, and THQ had a nice team translation, about 4 or 5 mostly Japanese women and then one American guy, and they would do the translation.
SmackDown fans, which is why tonight's main event right here in Boise features Mr. Kennedy against the rated R superstar Edge.
So here's an interactive cutscene. I don't know if it works because the whole world kind of freezes except for Edge kind of seizing his opportunity. I thought there would be some extra emotions, but no. Big bump by Bonnie.
Maria took a nasty spill right there.
Big bump. Of course, we had a mat down, but that was pretty nasty. And now Edge seizing a second opportunity for the schoolboy.
Edge capitalized on that accident and rolled up Mr. Kennedy. Is that it? Just like that? Come on.
Come on.
More importantly, is Maria okay?
Oh, not quite. Big check time.
I guess as far as Kennedy's concerned, it's not over.
So we can't have a week with that be our match. So yeah, let's have a little brouhaha here.
Can we get the medics down? Maria's hurt.
And all Kennedy and Edge want to do is tear into each other.
So the sweet Makiko was my manager, very nice lady. She's my translator for Road to WrestleMania. So she asked me, she said, Justin, what does this mean, grow a pair? And I had to explain to her a way that what the literal translation was, which means like, yes, he needs to grow testicles because he is too cowardly. So we say he doesn't have any balls. And I had to say this to this nice lady Makiko, and she had to translate it to Ukes.
And it goes right.
And I just felt kind of like a shit heel to have to explain that to her. But now she knows what it means to grow a pair. Now this is not actually a match. This is just like these two guys beating each other up. I'm pretty sure that Maria is outside the ring.
What's going to happen now?
Which means that we probably can't go outside the ring. I know it does seem like a normal match.
I don't think I've ever seen two guys who dislike each other more than Edge and Kennedy do right now.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw Maria there on the outside. Big suplex. All right, we got a finisher. So let's finish off this brouhaha. And hopefully we can spear him.
Looks like he's going for it.
We asked for it, Kennedy.
We're out of
Kennedy.
time here, folks.
Wait a second, JR. The fight's still going.
Now, interestingly, when I tried to pin him was when the graphic came up, And my favorite cutscene, one of my favorite cutscenes ever.
Where am I? What's going on?
It's okay. I'm here.
Oh, Edge. Thank goodness. What happened?
Try not to talk. Save your strength. It was that Mr. Kennedy. When your back was turned, he attacked you. Just like that. Wham!
Being a little too loud
It
for
was
her.
disgusting.
How long do I have to stay here? I need to get back to work.
Sweetie, you're in no shape to do that. Think of your health. If only there was someone who could sort of fill in for you until you recover, which will hopefully be very, very soon.
Well, you could fill in for me.
That's a great idea. I just happen to have these power of attorney papers.
What a
Sign
coincidence.
them, and I'll get back at Kennedy for me. For us. For both of us.
Okay, I think that sounds right. I guess.
You did the right thing, babe. I'll be back to check on you later. Love ya. Bye.
So I love the moving of the foot. The clapping that kind of shows his lack of consideration for her. The checking the watch that isn't there. That's something that I love to do, is like looking at your wrist as if there's a watch when there isn't actually a watch. So, and really, Cassius Ono was great as Edge. I mean, he captured that perfectly. And I knew casting him that he was the guy to do it.
Mr. Kennedy cashed in his Money in the Bank to become the new WWE champion. The only one more surprised than us was Big Show, who succumbed to a mic check to lose his title.
So we were in the hospital looking after Maria for a whole week. We missed a whole week. But now, look where we are. We're in the GM office. The Vince McMahon office. Look at that. I love that there's jeans just sitting on that chair over there, though. Which one is safe? Also, that Maria model in the gown. There's actually a whole big thing about that scene. And again, it's one of my favorite scenes ever, and I think I'm going to put together a cutscene direction reel, and it's definitely going to go on there.
Edge, what do you want?
Hey, champ. I got some good news for you, and I got some bad news.
I'm assuming that just having to talk to you is the bad news, so what's the good news?
Big Show has decided to invoke his rematch clause tonight, so you get to square off with a 7-foot-tall giant.
He's beatable. I proved that while you were away playing doctor.
Ooh.
And I think I'll be the guest referee for the match tonight.
Ooh.
Says who?
Well, that's the other news. I'm the interim general manager.
I'm still waiting for the good news?
It's all good news for me, and all bad news for you. See you out there, champ.
To me, that was a very fun conversation. But back to the hospital scene.
I want Kennedy to stay champ, but I also want to punish him. The best thing to do would be to let Big Show beat on him for a while, then take out both of them and drag Kennedy on top with Big Show for the 3 count.
Again, this is inner monologue, so he's letting you in on his scheme because you are Edge. But the Maria model had to be, that was a whole special model for that scene of her in the hospital gown. But also that whole set had to be designed specifically for that
it's
one
thing
scene.
to be facing down a Big Show. It's another to have an enemy acting as a ref.
If I'm Mr. Kennedy, I don't like this one bit.
Now you see, we actually got a ref shirt for Edge, unlike Triple H last game. Or
We knew it was only a
Mr.
matter
McMahon
of
was
time.
also guest
I
ref.
gotta feel
We didn't
that
have
will
a
be the
shirt for him.
last cheap shot on Kennedy in this one.
So we even have special commentary
Into the
when
ropes.
I smacked
Down goes
Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy.
But so that
And he
hospital
landed
room,
hard. And there's
Ukes
another one.
Ukes gave us an estimate for how long that would take to make, and they were like, okay, it's going to be 3 weeks. And I was like, what, for one thing? And they were like, well, yeah, we got to make it interactive. It's going to be,
Really wearing the
fully
opponent
3D.
down.
And I was like, let me explain to you what a set is. A set is one corner and a floor. And they're like, yeah, but what about, people could see what isn't there. And I said, we are in control of the camera the whole time. It's a cut scene. So we only show them what we want them to see. That was kind of a foreign concept to Ukes. So I was glad I changed it from being a 3-week job to a 3-day job. And if it was a 3-week job, we probably would not have been able to do it. And again, that's one of my favorite scenes, so I'm really glad we were able to do it. Nice dragon screw leg whip. That's a rope break there, buddy.
He doesn't know where
Keep
he
500 feet back. That's a weird sign.
And it goes running.
Show's gonna kill you. That is not Joe's gonna kill you, or Taz is gonna kill you. I guess they just... Of course, we had a Kozlov's gonna kill you chant before, which I don't think has ever been said either. Where's Ken going?
Out of the ring. What's going to happen now?
And good question, Taz.
And he's shaking.
Us going out the ring sounds like a good idea. Let's see what we got.
We're not just going to slip out of that one, my friend.
Just doing some batting practice. Can I break him up? No. Uh-oh. Oof. Now that's a move that Mick Foley talks about Vader doing to him on the outside, maybe on the entrance ramp once in WCW, and it really hurt him because it's all their weight landing right on your back. So that's a nasty move. It's probably why you don't see it happen very much in real life, if ever. Because you can't... there's no good way to bump with another guy's whole weight against you. Alright, what do we got here?
You don't want to take too many of those.
Chair. And now we are at No Way Out, by the way. We're at the pay-per-view, so this is a big match, a championship match with me as the guest ref. And I don't know if this is babyface show or heel big show. But, he sadly has gone back and forth so much. It's a little tough to say.
Oh!
And I'm just waffling him. Alright, let's give a finisher to Ken. And boom, look at Big Show thinks he's just gonna get this pin. Nope, not quite, buddy. You're gonna get a back rake for your troubles. And a DDT. Alright, let's see if we can make this happen. If we drag him over there, now we get this cutscene. Put him on top of there. And 1, 2, 3.
Kennedy gets the win.
Nice. So something that's unexpected to, theoretically to the announcers, to the audience.
And that Edge was reffing, I wouldn't have thought Kennedy would even come out as champion.
I assume Edge plans to take the WWE Championship away. And we'll get more satisfaction in doing it from Mr. Kennedy than anyone else.
You gotta hand it to Edge. The man is definitely devious.
And that's it from No Way Out. We're glad you tuned in, and we'll see you Friday night on SmackDown.
Now, if I would have had more cutscene budget, I would have loved to do just a winning cutscene from Mr. Kennedy. Ooh, locker room brawl. All right. I would love to have a cutscene of Mr. Kennedy winning, but being very confused and also a little hurt, and maybe searching around for Edge or something. But, we only can do so many cutscenes. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin. My hometown is in Florida. Nelson Mary's hometown is in Florida. And not far from Kennedy's hometown of Green Bay.
Alongside me, as usual, my broadcast partner, Taz.
We're deep in the rated R regime, JR, for sure. Edge is apparently in charge and made a huge impact at No Way Out.
It certainly appears that the wolf is running the hen house. Maria, please get well soon.
Yeah, again, I love that they're making those lines their own because they'll say them better. Again, I'm a big closed caption guy. I always have closed captions on, so it's a bummer that they're inaccurate.
Ah, that's nice, ladies. Carrying the weight of an entire brand takes its toll, even when you're as powerful as I am.
So is that Eve and
My
Maurice?
cheeks are also feeling a little tender. I think they need some attention too.
So yes, again, this is kind of a chauvinistic storyline. But Edge is a heel, so hopefully it's, you know, I feel a little bit guilty about making him so sexist here.
Work
But
those tired muscles.
But I'm also gonna let them do that a little longer. And we only had 2 women mocap actors, so that's again Bonnie and her best friend Lacey, who was another Minnesota wrestler. She spent some time in ROH.
Boy,
She plays
it's
with
already
Mickey
getting
James.
late. Oh, did I tell the 2 of you that you have a match tonight against each other? Don't worry. The winner gets some one-on-one time with the boss. Me. I have a match too, but it shouldn't be too strenuous. Now run along, ladies.
That might have been Cassius ad-libbing that hit to the butt, but maybe that was my idea. Again, I feel a little guilty about it, especially without those girls literally having a voice. No voice for either of them. Girls, women, you know. Eesh. Yeah, a little cringy. Sorry, guys, but that's gonna do it for this week, or this episode. So we did have my favorite cutscene, one of my favorite cutscenes, and a lot of stuff going on. The guest ref thing with the dragon guy onto things. So hopefully you liked it, and come back again for the thrilling conclusion. I'm pretty sure there's 2 endings, so we'll make sure to show them both. If not in one video, then in 2. And thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye.
Thanks for watching, and please like this video, and please subscribe, and have a lovely day.